Hello. Okay. So, welcome to the stream, guys. Let's see if I'll get any issues this time around or no. Let's go to the ranked queue. Because I was not getting disconnected from the game. That is the thing. I don't know what's the issue. Because if my internet were not working properly, game would had you can say disconnected me from the game. From the queue as well. But I was in the queue the entire time, and stream was getting disconnected again and again. I faced this same issue maybe like 3 months ago or something like that. But it got resolved automatically. It got fixed. I'm gonna see if game disconnects. Sorry, if stream disconnects or not. This is just a test stream. It looks fine, right? It looks fine. Okay, so far, I don't see any disconnection or anything like that. Hey, thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. Please let me know if there is anything wrong because I'll do my best to fix it. I'll do my best to fix it. So far, the thing is, like, I did restart my PC. Who is this guy? Goat. Okay, is stream was stream fine the entire time? Because I don't see any error or notification. Was it fine? Okay. Okay. Okay, so now I am using the DNS provided by my ISP. Yesterday my internet was not working on my phone, so I changed the DNS. Yeah, to Google DNS. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so it's so far it feels like it is fine because I'm not getting any error. No. Okay, it's going well. I see. You know what I can do? I can use this you can say DNS server for the streaming, right? And I can use you can say the other one that I was using earlier for home usage. So maybe like after the stream, I'll change the DNS server. Okay, so it is fine. Oh, good, good. I can continue streaming finally because my ISP knows that I do stream, and I have the internet mainly for streaming purpose and for the gameplay purpose. I taken it. He knows that I play taken it. So maybe this DNS is optimized for these things. Okay, good to know. Wait, 3 minutes ad? Huh? You did sub, right? You did sub to the channel. Ah, who is this goat guy? Bro, what is this lag? What is this lag? Guys, optimal punish, max damage. Optimal punish, optimal Okizami, optimal everything. Optimal punish. You know, key charge gives you that little extra damage. A little bit of extra damage. Optimal punish 2 times. Thank you for the clip, Mai. Guys, you know what? You know, the clip is good. The clip is good. When you don't have to ask for the clip. Oh my god. I could have played the last round much better, to be honest. I could have played it much, much better. Armor King, Armor King. He went for the low parry. You know, not the. Yeah, it was good for me. I tried to have punished that. Okay, so stream is fine now. I'm finding games and stream is fine. Now I know what I have to do if I want my stream to be good. You know, it sucks that you have to change your DNS over and over again, but that is fine. You know, like it started like 15 minutes ago, right? I have been doing this grand stream for like last 15 minutes, and it has been working great. Nice. Okay, Mike, you can ask me questions now. You know what you were asking earlier. You asked me about. I remember that if your opponent has read on you, what you can do, right? So if your opponent has read on you, it does not matter if you are the best player on the planet, you're going to lose. So if your opponent has the read, you have to be smart. That is the thing. Right? You have to see, maybe like analyze your game. The best thing that you can do if your opponent has read on you is analyze your games. See where your opponent had the read on you and what was working and what was not working. Yeah, changing timing is difficult. I know it can be difficult. It can be difficult to like have different timings available at a time. It is a difficult skill to learn, but no worries. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it, Mike. Don't worry. Keep trying. Keep trying. Inshallah, you'll be there. Yeah, you have to like, you can use jabs to catch the dash block. It depends at which frame he was dash blocking, right? If he was dashing in and he was blocking your down forward two, you could have tried up one, you could have tried your, 12 frame move or 13 frame move or 10 frame move, right? You could have seen like how fast his dash block is. If your opponent was dash blocking fast enough that he was able to block the 10 frame move, right? Means he was hard focusing on that dash blocking. In that scenario, you could have pressured. He told you were too fundamental, that is good, right? Just improve your fundamentals. If you want to consistently win, just be better, right? And the biggest proof that fundamentals still matter is that players who rely on fundamentals are winning, right? You can look at Lohai, very strong fundamental player. Ulsan, Rangchu, or Atif, right? All of these guys mainly rely on the fundamentals. Definitely, they're going to pick the best character in the game, right? Or a top tier. Because, they don't want to fight a top tier, with a weaker character. But those players rely on fundamentals. And random players, who just rely on flowcharts and setups, you can see that play still does not work at that highest level. Even not at the casual level. The flowchart and gimmicky playstyle does not work, right? But the thing is, like, if you're a fundamental player and you are here, and your opponent is a gimmicky player and your opponent is here, you're still going to lose, right? You have to be at least as good as fundamentals, compared to, you can say, your opponent is at flow charting, right? If your opponent has, let's say, if your opponent is sitting at 6 by 10 at flow charting and you are sitting at 6 by 10 at fundamentals, you will win easy. That is the thing. I think like players who rely on flowcharts and setups, they have to learn game at some point. Because they cannot keep climbing, they will get stuck at some point if they keep climbing. Yes, S tier flowcharter beats B tier. Yes, that's true. That's true. Fundamentals are difficult to develop, but the thing is, like, once you have those fundamentals down, no one can steal the fundamentals from you. It does not matter how much game changes, right? Whatever they do to the game, you will still stay relevant in the matter, right? You will be able to beat most of the players. I'm not saying you might not be able to, you can say, be the EWC winner or TWT champion, but you can be like better than 95% or maybe like 98% of the players. You can beat most of the players on the planet consistently if you are a strong fundamental player, right? Maybe they nerf your character, maybe they change the game mechanics, but you have the reaction times down, right? If you have your whiff punishment, block punishment skills down, if your reactions are fast, if your movement and spacing is good, right? You can play proper mind games. If you have these things, you have game knowledge, it is going to be easy for you to, you can beat most of the players. That is. Okay, so stream is fine. I am finding games. The thing is, like, I was finding games. I was finding more games on the Google DNS. On the old DNS. Maybe like players stopped queuing. Let me see. Let me go to Taken Sniper real quick. So I think it should be the top one Vivo Bank Victor again. I'm not top one. I have the elo, but I don't have that, like 75 thingy. Like, because I have not played a lot of Victor. That is why we have to play like more games. Let me see. Like, what is my elo with Victor? It is 2453. Yep. Like unofficially, the top one and top two Victor on leaderboard. Unofficially. Because you have to like play a specific number of games. Yeah, the number one is 2335. So my one account has 2453 elo on Victor, and my main account has 2509 elo on Victor. Atif played Victor? Really? Wait, let me see. Middle East, Victor. Okay, so the name. Okay, so the Slanesh name, he's Atif. Ah, I see. I see. Okay, he has been playing Victor lately. Let me click Victor Door. Yeah, he has been playing Victor. He played Victor for 2 days. Guys, let me check something. Wait, why am I not finding him? If Atik starts playing Victor, we can no longer downplay. I never downplay Victor. Victor is a very good character. The fun fact is like every character is very strong. You cannot downplay any character in this game. Every character is strong and tournament viable. Okay, now I am struggling to find games. Okay, so this comp is more consistent. No. Random people can make that claim, right? That like Atif is playing Victor is top one. But someone who understands the game, he's going to you can say decide that top one, top three, top five, whatever. You know, you can say the position on the tier list based on the tools. Atif won't play Victor in season 2. There's no way he'll play Victor over Anna or Brian. No, it won't happen. Maybe in season 3. In season 3, let's say if Victor is actually better than Brian, Anna, right? Or and most of the characters he's going to play. Many pro players are going to pick Victor. If public and noobs think Victor stopper, that right? Yeah, exactly. I still think, if Brian keeps all of those juicy counterfeit launchers, right? For example, Victor's 1 plus 2 is -9, Brian's forward 3 is 0. So Brian's QC back 1. So even if you guess the timing wrong, right? As long as you press faster than your opponent, if your opponent gets hit by the move or blocks the move, you know, you're good to go. The only situation when you lose with timing with Brian is when you actually lose the timing, when you press late. If you press fast, if it gets blocked, it does not matter. If you press fast with Victor, that fast enough that the move gets blocked, you're -9, with 1 plus 2. And you don't have any other standing counter at mid launcher, you know. But with Brian, you have like 3 plus 4, back 1, QC back 1, and forward 3. You have like 4 single hit counter hit launchers. And forward 3 is 0, 0 to plus 2, depending on the active frame. QC back 1 is plus 5, back 1 is plus 4, and 3 plus 4 minus 13 with pushback. As soon as someone downloads or Tango kind of screws, you can play around poking. That is the good thing with Victor, right? You can play around down back 1 1, running 1 plus 2 down 4, maybe like run your mix ups. Right. Guys, you know what? Maybe it's not the matchmaking issue in Pakistan, it is the issue with my unoptimized internet. Because now stream is working fine. Beforehand, I was finding a lot of games. I found, games, like inf games to rank push my Victor from Destruction 1 to Destruction 2, and rank push Victor to, sorry, Armor King to Supreme. I found enough games. I need to optimize my internet, right, for streaming and matchmaking for both purposes. I'm gonna practice some Tekken 5. You're gonna practice Ganryu. Ganryu is good. You can try Fang. Okay, I thought my game crashed for a moment. In Tekken 5, mainly most of the combos are just dash jab, dash jab, dash jab. In Tekken 5, you would do that most of the time. Snake Edge, Tech Spam. Yeah, Brian is very good in Tekken 5 DR, right? Don't exactly know how strong each character is comparatively because it's been a long time since I have played Tekken 5. And back then, I was still learning. I was, you can say, at the very start of the learning curve. That is the thing. Back then in Tekken 5. Because Tekken 3 has been just, like me button mashing, right? Tekken 4 was, it almost did not exist in the arcade where I played. Tekken 5, I played a lot. But that was the time when I started learning. Easy and cheap. Guys, just give me 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. You know what? I'm gonna test something real quick. I'm gonna close the stream, restart my PC with a different DNS, and I wanna see if I'm gonna find games or no. This is the test I'm gonna do. Okay, I'll close the stream and I'll join back in like 2 minutes, as soon as my